Greetings of the day. In the welcome in the HR session. In the today's session, we are going to discuss about the cultural differences and the work-related attitude. Today, I am going to discuss with you about the hospital model. As in the previous session, I had a discussion about the values. I had a discussion about the values. I had a discussion about Greetings of the day. Welcome to the HR session. Today in this session we are going to discuss about the Hosford framework model. As in the previous session we had a discussion about values, types of values, cultural differences, how the cultural differences affect on the organization, how the individual behavior affect on the organization totality to attain the goal. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the Hosford framework model. The Hosford framework model, the model of the culture which includes the five aspects, that is power distance, individualism, masculinity, uncertainty, avoidance, long-term orientation. Individualism. The individualism basically in the culture where the individualism is there, the individuals they put the loyalty to themselves, as I had a discussion with you even in the last session. I am repeating it. So they put the loyalty to themselves first, then they put the loyalty to the company, as well as then to the work group at the second place. Culture basically it is characterized by the collectivism. It is by the collectivism, and basically they are tightly knitted social framework, and in which the individual members they depend strongly on their families and on their group decisions or the values and accepted. As I had a discussion with you in the previous session with the example of the North America, I had given you the example of the Japanese culture also. Japanese culture where the people view the group loyalty and as a unity paramount. Okay, the collectivism managers they seek to fit the harmony among the group within the group, whereas in case of the North American culture, that is the individualistic culture. It is individualistic in the orientation, where the individualistic managers they basically focus in case of the North America or in the Great Britain, they emphasizes on the individual achievement instead of the collective culture achievement. Now, what is power distance? See, dear friends, power distance, which is related to acceptance of unequal distribution of power. It is the unequal distribution of power acceptance, whereas the countries it is again of two types. That is, the countries with the high power distance, that is where the bosses they afford, they are afforded with more powers. They have more power, more title to be used. Formality is there in the, that is rules, regulations, and the authority it is seldomly bypassed. Managers and the employees in this power distance, managers as well as the employees, they see one another as a fundamentally different kind of people. For example, in case of India, if I talk about India, if I talk about Mexico, India and Mexico, they all demonstrate high power distance. Okay, so whereas the societies with the low power distance, the people they believe in minimizing the inequality, less inequality among the ranks of the individual or of the employees. Now the people at the various power levels they are less threatened, they are more willing to trust each other. So managers and the employees they judge each other equally at the equal level. Okay, so where the managers, they are given only that power if they are expertise. This is the fundament of the power distance. If I talk about the Indian culture, so Indian culture here, it is totally different, where the managers, they feel themselves superpower because of their title, and they are not interested to sublet, they are not interested to delegate their authority or the power. So where the employees, they frequently bypass the boss in order to get the work done. Okay, like in case of the Australia, like in case of the Denmark. So in these countries, there, that is low power distance, it is said as low power distance. Okay, I hope this gives the clarity of low power distance and high power distance. Now, individualism I have already discussed. Now is your masculinity. See, masculinity or femininity, both are the two aspects which we are supposed to cover, that is masculinity or femininity. In the culture, it is characterized by masculinity and femininity. Masculinity is materialism. Okay, they are valued. Men, they should be assertive, they should be tough, they should be decisive. It is the part of this masculinity. Okay, and the performance is what they count, what counts. Achievements admired. Cultures which is characterized by the verses of masculinity is femininity. Femininity, which emphasizes relationships and the concerns for others, that is totally converse of the masculinity. Men and women, they are expected to assume both assertive and nurturing, assertive and nurturing both. And quality of life is important. People and environment both should be emphasized in this. Okay, next is your uncertain avoidance. Uncertain avoidance is where the culture with high uncertain avoidance. High uncertain avoidance is that is concerned with security, that is concerned with avoid the conflict. So people, they tend to consensus struggle against the threat of life, against the threat of life which is inherent and uncertain. Cultures with low uncertainty. Now I talk about high uncertainty, now about the low uncertainty. Low uncertainty is, that is avoidance, that is tolerate the ambiguity. Okay, people more willing to take risk, more willing to take a risk, more comfortable with individual differences. Conflict, which is constructive. Conflict where the people, they accept, the dissenting views also. If I am dissenting, I am dissent of your with your viewpoints, I can share with that, and you are open heart to that, to accept that too. Means refusal, you can say. Okay, in case of the Australian jobs, if I talk about their Australians, they value the job mobility. They value the mobility, job mobility, because they have the low uncertainty avoidance aspect. Okay, and in case of Japan, in case of Italy, in case of Japan, in case of Italy, they are characterized with high that uncertainty avoidance. But not surprisingly, their culture emphasizes career stability. Career stability is more emphasized. Okay, then is your time orientation. Now in this time orientation, this last aspect which is indicated here, that is time long orientation, that is said as your time orientation. So culture, they differ with the time orientation, and where the culture values is oriented towards the future, means long orientation which is related to future, long run. Short orientation, short is present. Okay, so both are different. If we talk about China, if I take a country China, China, where which is long orientation theories, that I hope everyone knows. Otherwise, I will discuss that too. So that is China with the long term orientation, values like saving, thrift, habit of thrift, which is for future emphasized. Russians, if I talk about Russians, Russians, they have short term orientation. Short term orientation is, my dear friends, value respect for tradition, value respect for past, not for future, value for past. So social obligation, which is for present.